I'm Hunter. Welcome to the Zone. Today's practice will be focusing on King Pigeon Pose, Eka Pada Rajakapotasana. We'll be using the strap to open up through our shoulders and supporting ourselves with blocks as we open the hips and build towards this pose. So for today's practice, take your strap, take your 2 blocks and roll out your mat. Let's get started. For today's practice, you'll need 2 blocks and a strap. We will be beginning in a child's pose. So make your way there. And set up your blocks so that you can have your hands on your blocks, knees come out wide, and the hips sink back to the heels, forehead resting on the earth. Press down into the hands on the blocks. Let's take 3 deep breaths here, breathing into the back of the heart space. Filling up with prana with each inhale and surrendering and softening with each exhale. 2 more like that. Let's take just 1 more full breath in and exhale all your air. Lifting the head now, we're going to draw the blocks a little bit closer. Start to stretch through the shoulders and place the elbows onto the blocks and bring the hands together in prayer position. Now this might feel pretty good here, or maybe you start to sink your chest down to the earth, stretching through the shoulders. If you'd like to intensify the sensation, you can walk the elbows a little closer in. 3 breaths here. One more deep breath in and melt as you exhale. Slowly and mindfully make your way up. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Have your blocks nearby. We'll need them for later in the practice. And take hold of your strap. Separate the hands so that they're a little wider than shoulder distance, and we'll start to open up through the shoulders. So as you inhale, we reach the arms up and over. Notice you'll get to a little sticking point where your body wants to rush you through. See if you can slow down through that point. All the way so the strap comes to your lower back. Let's do 4 or 5 more of these. If you need to widen your hands on the strap, you absolutely can. Remember, this is always your own practice, so it's really important to do what serves you in your body and modify as much as you need. And again, maybe when you reach that little sticky point at the back, oh, that's mine, take a full breath in and exhale. See if you can breathe into that place. Can you soften your jaw and send a little bit of love to that place? Let's just take 1 or 2 more like this. Maybe now you're feeling a bit more open, you can walk the hands together a bit more. And try not to splay through the lower ribs as you bring the arms up. Keep the lower ribs tucked in. 1 more. And exhale. So nice. Release the strap to the side. Give your shoulders a little roll. Making sure the toes are together to touch for Samasthiti here. The crown of the head is reaching to the sky. The palms are facing forward. Taking a deep breath in and a full breath out. Noticing how the earth's energy is rising up to hold you safely in this place. At the same time as you're sending grounding and calming, steady energy into the earth. This beautiful play of opposites rising up and grounding down, holding you here. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. Moving into Surya Namaskar. As we inhale, the arms reach up, palms kiss together at the top. Exhale, fold forward to the earth. Inhale, heart lifts, maybe hands on shins to lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into a plank pose. Take an inhale to prepare, draw the shoulders in front of the wrists. Exhale, we come all the way down to the ground for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, cobra pose. Tops of the feet are pressing into the ground. Gaze is just at the top of your mat. Exhale, release. Press into hands and knees. Find a child's pose. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. Bending into the right knee, allow the left heel to be heavy to the earth. Full breath in and a full breath out. Switching sides, left knee bends, right heel drips heavy to the earth. Inhale and exhale, finding stillness in the center now. Your next inhale, we come up onto tippy toes. We begin to walk the feet to the hands. Take a deep bend into the knees, allow the chest to reside on the thighs, and hold opposite elbows with the hands, ragdoll. Maybe you take a little sway from side to side. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. As we awaken through the back of the body. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hands. In your next inhale, we roll slowly up the spine. The arms reach out wide as though you're gathering the breath, the prana in the arms. As we exhale, we draw the hands home to the heart space. Release, Samasti Tiki. Inhale, arms reach up, palms connect. Exhale, fold, dive to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale to draw the shoulders in front of the wrists. Exhale, lower down to the earth, untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra pose, elbows squeeze in, neck is long. Exhale, release. Press hands and knees, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Your next inhale, we reach the right leg up to the sky. Draw the right knee into the chest and step the foot in between the hands. Back knee comes down as we inhale to rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, just take the hands interlaced to your right thigh. And I'd like you to think about really squeezing through your left glute here, and you'll notice that that opens up the full range through the front of the left quadricep, the left hip. So we're up nice and tall here, roll the shoulders down and back. And there's a gentle engagement of the core that happens here as well. Let's take one more full breath in. Maybe reach the arms back up by the ears. And a full breath out, hands to the earth. So nice. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and we step into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, arms reach up, palms connect. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart space. Release, Samasti Tiki. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, plank pose. Take an inhale to prepare shoulders in front of wrists. Option to come all the way down to the earth, or maybe bend the elbows and find halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. As we inhale, Cobra Pose or Upward Facing Dog, press into the hands, open the heart. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, the left leg this time reaches to the sky, creating space in the body. And then we lightly step the left foot in between the hands. Back knee comes down. Inhale to rise, arms reach up. Interlace the hands, place them on top of the left thigh, and again have this sense of squeezing your right glute. At the same time, the left heel pulls back towards you, and the right knee, it's kind of a scissoring action. The right knee is energetically moving forward. Relax the shoulders and just notice the work within the body. Let's take one more deep breath in. Maybe the arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands to the earth. So nice. Lift the back knee. Step the back foot forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, arms reach up, palms connect. Exhale, hands to prayer at the heart space. Samasti Tihi. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. This time take the right ankle on top of the left thigh, maybe bring the hands to the heart space and sit down into your chair. Hold your gaze on one point, hold your drishti. Let's breathe here for 3, for 2, and 1. So nice. Lift the knee, come back through center chair pose. Stay in the fire, straight to the other side. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. Breathing here. Can you sit a little lower? Can you maintain your balance? One more full breath in. And a full breath out. So nice. Left foot comes down. Inhale. Chair pose. Hold here for 3. Lift the heart a little higher for 2. And fold over straight legs. So nice. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Your next inhale, the right leg reaches to the sky. Exhale to step the right foot in between the hands. Back knee stays lifted this time as we inhale into our crescent lunge, reaching the arms up. Really think about squeezing your left glute and tucking the lower ribs in a little bit. We don't want to flare through the front of the body. Take a full breath in. As we exhale, the arms sweep back. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Torso moves forward, arrowhead lunge. So nice. Full breath in. And a full breath out. Let's flow here as we inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, carries you forward, arrowhead. 2 more like this. Using those glutes. Inhale. And exhale, nice and straight through the back leg. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Arrowhead lunge, so nice. Drop the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands frame your front foot. Begin to straighten the front leg, half Hanuman. Inhale to bend into the knee, look forward. Exhale, straightening the leg. Let's do 2 more flowing like that. Breathing in and breathing out. And the next time you're in your half Hanumanasana, can you hold here, energetically drawing the right heel back towards you? So there's a subtle pulling back of that right hip, right thigh bone into the hip socket. Toes are flexed towards your face and the heart is moving forward. If you need to take your blocks here, you can be up on blocks. 2 more breaths. 1 more full breath in. And a full breath out. So nice. Walk the hands forward. Option to stay here in your lunge pose, or perhaps you bend the back knee and reach your right arm back for the left foot. If you can't quite get it, this is where the strap really comes in handy. You can simply use your strap to help you create a bit of extra space there. Pressing down into the left hand. You can even have the left hand up on a block if you'd like even more space within the body. Let's take 2 more breaths. And 1 more full inhale. And exhale, release the strap, release the leg. Press into the hands, step back, plank pose, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Your next inhale is the left leg that reaches to the sky. As we exhale, we step the left foot in between the hands. Get steady in your feet. The inhale carries us into crescent lunge. Think about squeezing through the glutes. Grow tall. Tuck the lower ribs in. Reach the arms up, up, up. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, press into the ball of the back foot. Crown of the head reaches forward, arrowhead lunge. Think about the left hip pulling back the same time as you press through the ball of the right foot. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale, let's flow. Inhale, crescent lunge. Grow tall. Exhale, arrowhead. Just 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, arrowhead. Here for 3, for 2, and lower the back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the earth. Beginning to straighten into your left leg, find your half Hanumanasana. We flow here. Inhale, heart moves forward. Exhale to press back. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just do 1 more like that. Finding your depth of your Hanuman. Maybe your back knee wiggles back on the mat. And if you need to take your blocks here, please take your blocks. Energetically, it is that left heel pulling back as the heart moves forward. Let's take 1 more deep breath in and exhale. Coming back into your front knee now. From here, the right knee can bend up. Remember, you can use a blanket or fold the side of the mat over to cushion the knee if you need. Take hold of your strap in the left hand and use that to help open through the shoulder. And we're stretching through the front of the quad as well. Maybe the gaze is over the left shoulder. Let's take 2 more breaths here. One more full inhale. And exhale. Very mindfully, without the foot slingshotting back, release the strap. Bring the hands to the earth and we step back into a plank pose. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a flow here, you can. Otherwise, we have 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. One more. Deep breath in and a full breath out. Your next inhale, the right leg reaches up to the sky. Exhale to lightly step the right foot in between the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Going for a little bit of a fly now, an adventure. Look forward. Maybe the left toes lift off the earth. Flex your back foot. Maybe the arms reach forward, warrior 3. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, right knee bends, tap the toes down back into crescent lunge as you inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step the feet back, plank pose, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, left foot steps in between the hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead, crown of the head reaches forward. Find your balance, look forward, lift the back toes. Try to drop your right hip so that the legs are even, back leg is long. Maybe the arms reach up. We're here for 3. For 2, bend into the left knee, tap the back toes down. Inhale, crescent lunge transition. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. We'll be jumping through to a seat now. And if you'd like to use the blocks for your jump through, you can. Just like we did at the beginning of the class with child's pose, place the blocks under the hands. Come onto tippy toes, look forward, bring the legs forward and lower down. Does not have to be graceful. So setting up for our peak pose now, king pigeon pose. Left leg extends. The sole of the right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. There's a gentle pulling back again of that left thigh bone into the hip socket just to turn your body to the straight left leg. Option to use your strap here if you would like. Inhale to lift the heart and exhale, begin to fold forward. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out. Can you drop your right shoulder? Inhale, exhale. One more full breath in and exhale. Inhale to slowly make your way up. We just keep the right knee where it is, roll onto your right hip and reach your left leg back behind you. So we're coming into a half pigeon pose. Check your back toes, make sure that your ankle is level, that it's not kicking out to the side. If you need to bring a block under your hips for this pose, please feel free to do so. Option to stay upright nice and tall or begin to fold forward. You might also like to use a block for your forehead or for your forearms. Let's take 3 breaths here, allowing everything to soften. One more full breath in and a full breath out. Walking the hands back up. That left leg swings back to the front again and we switch sides. Extend the right leg, sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Energetically, we pull back that right heel so we're facing the right leg and begin to fold. Option to use your strap, of course, if you need. We're here for 3 breaths. Taking one more full breath in and fully exhale. Inhale lifts us up. We do that little transition once more. So roll onto the left hip and just slide the right leg back. I like to have the left heel tucked in pretty close to the pelvis. It can be extra supportive for the knee. If you need to use a block, place one under the sit bones. Inhale to lift the heart. Option to stay here, or if you would like to fold forward, you can fold forward to a block or down to the mat. 3 deep breaths here. Can you relax your shoulders? Can you relax your jaw? And can you return to your intention for your practice? One more deep breath in and fully exhale. Walking the hands back up now. Press into the hands. Step back into a plank pose. Lower halfway down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to practice the jump through. We're coming back to a seat, so place your blocks. If you've got the alignment lines to help out, you can use those. Come up onto tippy toes, look forward, and come to sit down on your bottom. It does not have to be graceful, it just has to be functional. From here, we're coming into our pose that we've been working towards for class. It is also known as King Pigeon Pose. So we'll begin by bending the right knee and extending the left leg back, just like we did in our Pigeon Pose. Option to use the block under the sit bones. It can really help to give you a bit of extra lift here. Okay? It's important that you feel quite balanced and open enough through the quads. So option, of course, is to stay here if you would like. Also, if you need to place padding under your back knee, just put a blanket or fold the yoga mat over. We bend the back knee, so the left knee is bending, and maybe we reach around with the left arm, and we can hold here. Okay, this is a really nice stretch. We also have an extra block, so if you need to place it under the right hand, you can. The next step is, if you would like, maybe if you want a little bit deeper, you can take the foot into the crease of the elbow, and maybe the right arm reaches up and you connect. The strap is also really handy here. So this is a variation known as mermaid pose. The hips are still reaching forward. If you feel pretty good here, we can bring both arms up, okay? So the next step is that you can take the strap around the foot, and maybe just like we were pressing down into those blocks at the beginning of class, maybe you reach your arms up. Still tuck the lower ribs in, and we're lifting. So we want that sense of lift, 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 up, 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 and maybe the head comes back. Take a deep breath in wherever you are, and slowly, mindfully begin to release. Press into the hands. We'll come back into a child's pose at the back of the mat for a moment. And when you're ready, we switch sides, taking the left knee in front and allowing the right leg to stretch back. Take your props that you need. Hip click there. Maybe you know that you need your block for underneath your hand. And again, you can just stay here. This is a really nice place to be. It's opening for the hips, we're lifting the chest, and it is a little bit of a back bend too. Otherwise, we bend the right knee and the right arm reaches back. Option to stay here, or maybe to wiggle the foot into the elbow crease. You can take your strap if you know you need it, and maybe the left arm reaches up, bend the elbow, and maybe connects to the strap or to your hands. The hips are still pressing forward here. If you'd like to take it a little deeper and bring both arms up, find your balance. The strap reaches back for the foot, and then we lift the elbows up to the sky. We're lifting the heart, we're pressing through the knees, we're squeezing the glutes. Maybe the head comes back. We're here for 3. For 2, wherever you are, take one more deep breath in. And exhale, mindfully release the strap, release the leg, remove the block. We're going to stretch both legs out behind us and come to lie down on our belly. Extend both arms out to the side so you're in a T shape. Take the left ear to the earth and bend the left elbow. Right hand comes beside your face and you press into the right hand to roll onto the left hip, stretching through the front of the shoulder. Making sure that the elbow is in line with the shoulder. One more deep breath in and a full breath out. Come back through center. Switching sides now. Bend the right elbow so it's on a 90 degrees, elbow in line with the shoulder. Press into the left hand and we roll onto the right hip. If this feels too strong, you simply straighten your right arm. And we take 2 more breaths here, stretching through the front of the shoulders. And back through center. I'm going to make a very graceful yoga transition now and simply roll onto our backs. Come to lie down on your back for happy baby pose. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Flex the feet, bend the knees, maybe the hands take hold of the ankles or maybe the pinky toe edge of the feet. Allow your shoulders to be soft, allow your jaw to be soft. Just let gravity do its work. As you open up through the hips, through the inner seam of the legs. You might like to take a little rock from side to side here. One more full breath in and exhale. Beginning to release your legs down the mat. Allow the feet to splay out to the sides, palms facing up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Breath is natural, mind is soft. As you close your eyes and drop into the deeply restful state of Shavasana. If you would like to stay in Shavasana a little longer, please, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, guiding your awareness back into this space, deepening the breath, inviting mindful movement into the body, maybe touching your thumbs and fingers together, turning the head from side to side. Stretching the arms up overhead. Coming to roll onto your right side when you are ready. Maybe using your bicep as a little cushion. Taking a moment to pause, to honor your efforts on the mat today. And to acknowledge your commitment to yourself and to your practice. Notice how the earth supports you. Notice how the practice of yoga supports you. Making your way up to a comfortable seat when you're ready. Maybe sitting up on a block. We bring the hands into Anjali Mudra at the heart space, a gesture of gratitude. Thank you so much for sharing part of your yoga journey with me today. Namaste.